Okay. So every one of you, am I audible? Just I wanted to check with you. So you can unmute and respond any one person so that I can understand that I'm able to hear you.
Yes, sure.
I'm able to hear you and you're able to hear me. Thanks for confirmation. And this is the regular class 2. Today is regular class 2. So far we are done with 3 sessions, right? 3 sessions. Today is 13, right? 10, 11, 12. 10th June, 11th June, 12th June. 10th and 11th June, these 2 sessions are a kind of demo introduction session. Okay, it's an informative session plus giving a fundamental idea about the architecture of Pega. For any one of you who have missed last 3 days or maybe any one of the sessions in last 3 days, the one important session is yesterday's session. So every one of you should go through yesterday's session, and day 1, day 2, you can watch it whenever you get some time. If you have missed it, if you have already attended, you can revise it if you want to revise. That is up to you. And if you have missed day 1 and day 2, there is no hurry in watching those videos for now. Okay, please put your focus on day 3 video. That is yesterday video. Yesterday video is a regular session of day 1. You can consider that as regular session 1, where I have given you information about or details about what is an application and what is meant by reusability and what are the different categories of application that we create in Pega. And finally, in day 2, what did we understand? Let me try to repeat that just for a few minutes. Okay. So ideally, when you are going to create a new application for a business using Pega, you would be preferring to create a framework application for your business. That's the first thing you are going to do. So where do you create this framework application? Yes, please. I'm trying to ask something.
We're getting an echo from your voice.
No, it's not going to happen from me, because is there anyone connected from 2 devices there? Are you getting echo from my side? Other students, can you please?
No, it's fine.
That's a network issue from your end or something. Please check once, because if there is any issue from my end, everyone will experience the same thing. Okay, I think there's no issue from my end. Okay, now whenever you want to create a new application, I will even open the diagram yesterday, which I have drawn one diagram. No, just let me open the diagram also. This is the diagram I have drawn, just simply to give you an idea. See, I'm just going to increase this. So this is the diagram I have drawn yesterday. Okay, here you can see there are 3 layers available. How many layers? 3 layers. Okay, you can consider the top 3 as one only. Okay, 3 levels are there, simply to tell you. Out of these 3 levels, the very bottom level is one application, that is Pega platform, which has so many reusable functionalities. So a framework application contains reusable components. Framework application contains reusable components. Pega, when you install Pega, when you purchase Pega product, they will provide so many predefined components along with the tool. So those are available in an application called Pega platform. So when you purchase Pega PRPC tool license and install in your server, definitely you are going to get one new application called Pega platform, which is going to act as a base application for all the applications that you create on top of it. Okay, that application name is Pega platform. It contains so many predefined features. That predefined word, we are going to use it as OOTB. OOTB stands for out of the box. So technically in Pega, anything, if you want to say something which is already provided along with tool, you call that particular component as OOTB, out of the box rule. Understand? Now, framework application contains reusable functionalities. For our business, the reusable functionalities we need to identify and create in framework application. Your framework application should be created on top of Pega platform. And once your framework is ready, you can start creating one or more implementations side by side on top of the business framework, on top of your business framework as shown in this diagram. Clear? So on top of your business framework, you are going to create one or more implementations. all implementations will come side by side. Is it okay to have an implementation one on top of another? No, because if you are creating one on top of another means that must be framework and implementation. All implementations will be available side by side. Okay. And an implementation can access the features of framework, but not vice versa. Means framework cannot access from implementation. So now an implementation cannot access the features of another implementation because they are siblings. They are siblings. Understand clear, everyone? This is whatever is there in this diagram, the same thing we want to achieve. One implementation only, not three. One framework plus one implementation. Practically, we are going to see today how to create a new application. See, the students who have missed yesterday's session, still you will be able to understand today's practical for sure. Because it is just a navigation practical, you will be able to understand, but you may not be able to 100% understand the reason behind creating one application on top of another as you have missed yesterday's class. But once you watch the yesterday's video, today's class will be pretty much clear. If you have already attended yesterday's class, you will be able to understand 100%. There's no doubt about it. So good to start now. Okay, let's go ahead now. So what do you call this situation layer case? Having this framework, implementation, all this is called as technically situation layer cake. Okay, leave it. So what is the advantage? Why don't you? So is it not possible to create only implementation and run your business? It is possible. Practically, it is possible. You can directly create only one implementation on top of your Pega platform or multiple implementations. You can run your business on top of Pega platform framework. But what is the disadvantage?
We need to
This
build from
cannot
scratch.
reuse.
Everything you have to build from scratch
Reusability.
whenever you create a new implementation. You are missing the reusability of your business components. For your business components, you want to achieve reusability, then create one framework for your business. So it's not mandatory to have framework, but it is always a best practice considering the reusability and all future enhancements. Make sense? Pega training can online attend అయ్యారా 2 రోజులు. సో ఈరోజే ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ కాబట్టి కొంతవరకు అర్థమైంది మీకు. నిన్నటి వీడియో ఈరోజు వీడియో చూడాలి. క్లాస్ తర్వాత మనం మాట్లాడుకుందాం తర్వాత. ఓకే, మీరు క్లాస్ అయిపోయినాక అడ్మిన్కి వెళ్ళి మీ డీటెయిల్స్ ఇచ్చేయండి. మరొకటి. సో లెట్స్ లుక్ ఎట్ ద ప్రాక్టికల్ హౌ టు డూ. సి all of you, when you install Pega, okay, you will get PRPC installed, and yesterday I have told you how to start your server, how to log in and all. You can watch yesterday's video. First 15 minutes I have explained about how to start Pega server and how to log into Pega. That's a simple thing actually. And now default credentials. What are the default credentials? Administrator@pega.com, password is install. These credentials you use and log in for the first time to create new application. But before we proceed to create a new application, see, I am now going to create a product called application on my PRPC. When I create application, okay, I will create one document. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I will create one document to take the practical screenshots that I can share with you. Okay, so creating a new application. Okay, that's the main heading. No? So that's what we wanted to learn today, practical. And in that again, what are we going to do? Creating a framework application. That's what we wanted to learn. Okay, this is a kind of another subheading. Okay, now in this, what is the requirement? So we'll go by a requirement, and the requirement is related to. So we are going to work on an insurance application. We're going to work on. So what are the different things you come across in insurance application? Especially in the insurance, we are going to go with an implementation called auto insurance. So auto insurance means any insurance customer details screen will be there, and some transaction information related screen will be there. Address related billing, shipping address related information will be there, and vehicle, single vehicle details, multiple vehicles details will be there. Previously, do you have any claims or not? Past year, previous year, when you have vehicle insurance, any claims information you have, please provide me. Like that, there are different things you come across. So we are first here to set up an application framework. So requirement is create a new application, okay, for the insurance company. So what company will take? Tell me some name which is not well known, because I have used some company names already. I will take the help from ChatGPT. Not well known, not unknown. Okay, let's go with Farmers Insurance, State Farm. Okay.
BCBS.
OCDS. Okay, that sounds good.
No,
OCD,
BCBS.
DCBS,
BCBS. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Yeah.
BS. Okay, good.
Yes.
Blue Cross something. Okay, for the insurance company. Okay, create a new application for the insurance company. So this application should be a framework application. A framework application. That's what we would like to do. So you know what? I'm going to take this requirements. Okay, I'll save this document. To provide you this document, I'm going to save it in a folder, your batch number 628. And here, see practical application. So practical document name will be date format, like Pega class. Yours is 8 a.m., right? 8 a.m. Okay, otherwise I'll write Pega batch 628, 8 a.m. What is today's date? June 13, 2025. June 13. So like this, every day I will give you document. Whenever we do practical, you will get the document. And okay, for now that is okay. And now what am I going to do is I'm going to do this practical using my PRPC tool. But one thing we need to learn before we start, like I will, okay. When we create new application, while we create new, okay, otherwise I'll write down like this. Creating new application, the theory running notes, we can create new application. We can create a new application, okay, by using a wizard, That wizard name is new application. Wizard name is also, there is a wizard I will show you. That wizard you are going to use to create a new application. Okay, wizard is there. I will tell you how to access. So to create new application of any type, I am writing like this. Always prefer to log in by using default credentials. What are the default credentials? Tell me.
Administrator.
Administrator@pega.com. Password is install. Small letters. Install is small. Understand? This is what you are doing. So while create, okay. So when creating a new application, when we create a new application, we must provide below details in the wizard. In the wizard that you are running, you must provide below details. What details I should provide? I'll tell you. See, just think of it in a general way. You are creating something, right? What you need to mainly provide? Anything.
The name.
Name.
Anything you are creating means, what do you provide the details?
Space for data to
Name.
be stored.
It's a name. You are creating something means you should name it, no? So suppose in a programming language, you want to create a variable, you will name it, no? That way. So you are going to give what? Application name. That is must. Very basic thing. Second one. Application name you have given. Now Pega will give you a choice. What type of application you want? That is what? Application type. FWR, IMPL. IMPL stands for implementation. FW stands for, you need to choose one of the options for these two. Apart from this, what else you need to provide? Okay, you have chosen the name and this one. You know what? You need to provide organization name. Means the company for which your application belongs to. What is the company for which, what is meant by organization? Organization is a business entity. That entity is going to ask you to create an application. What is the name of the company which is asking you for this application? I will tell you about organization structure later. And next, third one, fourth one. Okay. See, you have logged into Pega by using default credentials where you have created your own application. Now you want to log into your own application, no? So then what do you need to provide? Username and password. Username. In Pega, username is called as operator ID. Okay. And where password gets generated. Password gets auto generated by Pega. So you need to tell what username you want to give. Okay, and roles also will be there. By default, Pega will give us a role called author. What is the role you will get? That those are all again separate topics. That's why I'm not getting into those topics now. Author means generally, you know, right? Author. What do you mean by author? That you know, creator of a book, right? That's where you mostly come across author word, right? That's what creator of application here is called as author. Okay. So now here you go now. These are the details we need to provide. Okay, I'm going to copy the same thing here into the practical document. Okay, for your information. Okay. So we are now going to follow this. How do you create a new application? First, creating FW application. No? So we are going to create application for the client. Who is client? BCBS. She told BCBS. We'll go with that. No problem. So what is the visa? Okay, just let me go ahead now. Log into Pega. So that's login screenshot I'm going to give you. How do you log in? By using default credentials. You log in now. Just make sure you're going to log. So now where you are going to get into Pega platform. So by when you are using default credentials, Pega will take you to an application called Pega platform. Here there is a menu icon. Okay now. So after you log in, this is what you are going to see. This is what you are going to see. Now do what? Now click on the application menu on left top corner. Left top corner. What is that application menu? Pega platform menu. So that's where you'll find. Here you go. Left top application platform. So now just generally I will show you first. So after you click on this, you go to new application. You want to create a new application and you will name something to your application. So now here you will get options. Okay. You want to create an application. No? So where do you want to create your application? See, while creating application, Pega will ask you on which framework, on top of which framework you want to create your application. See here, AIG Insurance, Geico Insurance, Harsha Trainings Academy, Hartford, HDFC Insurance. These are all already available application in my system. For you, if you brand new install Pega and you are going to start this, you will get only one option called build from scratch. You will not get all other because I have so far I have created so many framework applications in my system. That's why I'm seeing the list of frameworks. Suppose if I click on framework 1, this one, AIG Insurance. If I click and proceed, no. Now my application is going to get created on top of that framework. Okay. Suppose if I click on Harsha Trainings Academy framework, my application will get created on top of Harsha Trainings Academy framework. That's where you are connecting your implementation, your application, you are connecting with the framework by clicking here. What if you click on build from scratch? On top of which framework your Pega application will be created now? Pega platform. Perfect. Okay. So you go with, because you want to create on top of Pega platform, go with what? Build from scratch. Now, Pega, in Pega environment, you are seeing this user interface screens. No, these are all again separate framework. Pega user interface is a separate framework. There are two frameworks available. Theme Cosmos, React Cosmos. This is a very latest one which you will use in the constellation. We'll learn it later. Okay, even advanced than this we'll learn. You need to go with traditional architecture of UI. Traditional architecture of UI. Once you go to traditional architecture of UI, now your application is going to get created on top of Pega platform for sure. Okay. And now your application name, some name tester, just like that example. And you just go to advanced configuration and see here. It is giving the options like application structure. Structure means type of the application. What options you see? Framework implementation. By default, what type of application it is choosing? Implementation. That means without coming to advanced configuration, if you would have proceeded by clicking on create application, what type of application you would have got? Implementation. You want to change it, then come to advanced configuration, change to framework. You changed it. Good. And you see something called application ID. Application name, application ID. Let me do one thing. Test FW app mine. Something like that I am giving. Advanced configuration. ID is not same as application. See, you are a student here. You have a name. Also, you will get an ID. No, we will provide you ID after a few days. You studied in a college or you are working employee in a company. So you have name plus ID. So as a system, which one is important? Name is important or ID is important for the system? System will recognize you always by ID. ID should not have any spaces, isn't it? Names are for display purpose. Names are for display purpose. In Pega, if you create anything you are creating, there will be name and ID for it. Name you provide, from the name ID will be generated by Pega. So if I ask you what is the application name, test FW app, that's what the system recognizes. So after that you have mine, something is there, but that is not taken. It is something, it is taking around some number of characters and making ID. Still you can change it, but don't change it, leave it. Okay. So display wise, it will display like this. ID wise, its ID is this one. Okay, good. So you are trying to create some type of application where application ID is this one. And organization, which organization? What is the name of the organization? Please provide that. Pega is generating a random name for the organization, which doesn't make any sense for me, right? You can give your own organization name. Okay, this is organization name. This is ID. This is ID is generated for organization. Once you click on save, you know what will happen? A new application by name test FW app gets created. Okay, with the organization and also one organization gets created test. I'm not going to do this. The same steps we do it by. Okay, so now once you come here, just let me go back here, close this. I will give the screenshots of this one. This is what you're going to do. Going to do what? You will be choosing new application. Understand? Once you choose new application, you land onto this particular screen. What option you will choose here? Click on build from scratch. That means your application is going to get created on top of a framework application called as what is that? Pega platform. Pega. Make sense clear, everyone? Why this is coming as bold? Okay, Pega platform. Okay, now I am going to proceed with that. Click on continue. Click on continue. This one you don't need to much bother about as of now. You'll understand slowly. Just to choose what? Select a theme Cosmos. Select a theme Cosmos. So you have selected theme Cosmos now. Okay, once you select theme Cosmos, this is the screen you are going to get. The screen, whatever you got, is going to ask you name your application. Mine is, what is that? BCBS Insurance. BCBS Insurance. That's it. Very simple. Can I use the organization name as BCBS? That makes much better sense. Otherwise, if you want to clearly understand, because you are a beginner, right? When you look at the name of the application, if you want to understand whether it is FW or not, you can simply add FW also here. That's okay if you add that. Otherwise, it's okay. No, advanced configuration. Advanced configuration. Okay, I'll tell you, no worries. Advanced configuration. Go with advanced configuration. When you go to advanced configuration, by default, it is choosing the application type as implementation and random name for the organization. I'm not comfortable with random name. I'll change it. Now, application type. Change application type. Change application structure to FW. FW stands for framework. This is what I have changed. And I'm going to give the screenshot like this so that you can understand that's what I have selected. Okay. Make sense clear so far? Are you able to follow? Everyone. Online students able to follow?
Yes, Harsha.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes.
it is giving application ID as BCBS INSU. Okay, no problem. Okay, you want to customize it, you can customize. I'm not customizing it. ID is the important one for the system. Display name is clearly BCBS Insurance. It is taking 8 characters, it seems, and making the application ID. Leave it, no worries. I will not explain about these versions, units, divisions now. Because everything I will not tell you on the same day. I will tell you these things later. Whatever is needed as a beginner at certain point of time, only up to that extent I will cover. This again will be visited back in future, and I will give you more clarification about other options. Now the point is organization. What is the next one? So a random name, remove random org name and type. Type and meaning you manually type because there is a drop down available. So already available organization will be listed. Suppose if you backspace, if you click the down arrow on your keyboard, you'll see these are all available organizations. I don't want any of these organizations to be chosen. I want a new organization to be created. Then what would I do now? I will manually type now. So manually type a meaningful organization name. So what is more meaningful for the client BCBS? Of course, BCBS. 4 characters are enough. So that is a name, that is the ID. ID name both are same. Then what about this FW, these things and division and all? So remember this screenshot, we will visit back once again. That time I'll explain you other things. Now coming to advanced configuration options, you just chosen that application as framework type of application, and random name you removed for organization, you given a meaningful name so that you can easily understand it. Done now? Okay, submit, save this, click on save, you will be back to the screen where you clicked on advanced configuration. So if you have not come to this advanced configuration, probably you would have created an implementation application. You would have created what? Implementation. So I don't want implementation as of now. That is, I want in future. Now you see, click on create application. Click on create application button. That's what you're going to click. It will create a new application. This new application creation may take 5 minutes time for you for the first time. It may take. Initially, for the first time when you're doing, it may even take 3 to 4 minutes or 5 minutes. For me, it will be done in 1 or 2 minutes usually. Let's see, it's done. For you, if it is keep on running, maximum 5 minutes you can wait, no worries. Second time onwards, it will be quick because cache will be created. Now application is successfully created. You know, BCBS insurance is now ready to be used. But how do you use without login to BCBS? You should log into BCBS now. So how do you log into BCBS? There are no login IDs available to log into BCBS. You provide one login ID in the form of email address. It is mandatory that in this wizard, you need to provide a login ID in the form of email address. That login ID, we call it as technically operator ID. Suppose as of today, if you have a question operator ID, what is operator ID? Login ID which we use in order to log into PRPC is technically called as operator ID. The person who log into PRPC is called as operator. Okay. Technical definitions I will tell you that. Just you understand for now enough. And now I'm going to give the ID. See, I'm a developer, right? So we all are going to act as a developer on PRPC now. So I will give meaningful name developer ID for framework application @bcbs.com. So email ID format, domain.com. It's not important that this email ID should exist in the real world. It's not mandatory. You can give your real email ID also, but no need. Okay, it's just a login ID in the email ID format it is asking. So I am providing the email ID format. It's not created yet. So it is author. What is it? Author. Author means what? Developer ID. That's why I have given dev. See, in real time, suppose if you join a project, what will be the, so already project is there. So some developers are already working. They have their login IDs. What will be your login ID? Your team lead will create. That is, see, you have joined a company called TCS. TCS will give you one employee ID, correct? And from TCS, you have joined a project called client for the client Bank of America. Example, Bank of America will provide you laptop. Bank of America will provide you VPN plus one ID. That is called client ID. It's a kind of you are working on deputation. You are deputed to Bank of America, where Bank of America again will treat you as an employee of Bank of America like a deputed employee. You will have employee ID given, that is called client ID. That ID they will create as your this one. What is that? Operator ID. It's not mandatory to have email ID format generally, but in this wizard email ID format is mandatory. Other way around we'll create without email ID format, that I will show you. Now click on add. Click on add. So that's how your client ID will be your login ID in real time. Now copy these credentials. Copy this. You will forget this password no, because it is randomly generated password. No, it's possible that you may forget this password, right? So copy to somewhere. So if you don't copy no, then you cannot log in. So this is over, right? Framework application creation is over. You can now log into framework. See, while you want to create implementation, you don't have to log into framework and create. You can blindly remember as a beginner, you don't know the real reasons behind all this. There are certain reasons which you cannot understand now. That's why I'm giving you just as a thumb rule. Whenever you want to create any application, always prefer to use the credentials administrator@pega.com, password, install. That's it. No other credentials. Even you have your own application on top of which you want to create, don't go to that. Always do everything from default application only. So by login to Pega platform, you can create your application on top of BCBS insurance framework. No, yes, you can still create. Now click on done. We will log in later. Okay, we will log into FW later, not now. So just to click on, don't click on log off. If you log off again, log in back using default credentials. So click on done. Click on done. Let me click on done so that the screen will be closed. This is the reason why I have copied my credentials. Now, so creating implementation application on top of framework application. That's what I am going to do now. So I'm going to now create an implementation application on top of what? Framework application. Clear everyone? So now requirement. Create an auto insurance implementation application on top of existing framework application BC BS INSU. That is application ID. Yes or no? So I'm not using name, I'm using ID. Okay, just like that. Okay. Otherwise, you can also say BCBS insurance. That's okay. Anything is okay. So that's the requirement. The requirement is to create a new implementation application for auto insurance on top of BCBS insurance application, which is a framework application, which is already available. So BCBS insurance framework application has an organization BCBS. As an organization, what? BCBS. So this got created when you create new application. You know what? When you have created a new framework application got created, operator ID got created, password generated, plus organization got created. So many things got created, but these are the 4 things we can understand. Organization got created. So before BCBS organization was not there. Now it is there in the system. While creating implementation, it is a best practice to have all your applications coming from same organization. See, organization is topmost business entity. Reliance. Any company that they have, they will finally label it from Reliance only. No? They will finally take it from Reliance organization. It is a best practice to have same organization being used for all applications of framework and implementations. Okay. It is possible practically to have different organizations. Facility is there. Okay, but you follow to have same organization. That I will tell you. Now design. What is the design? You are creating implementation. Again, log into Pega using default. I am writing again because you will not make any mistake of log into framework. If you log into your framework and do this, you will see some different structure being created. To avoid that, I am doing this. In real time, how you will follow same. Log into Pega using default credentials. Okay, you know what credentials are those. So once you log in, where you will come across? Here you will come. Run new application wizard. New application wizard. So I did not write the navigation like before. Click on application menu. That I did not write. Why? Because I have already given. One time if I give you, you need to follow that. So where is the wizard? Guide me now. Pega platform and new application. You choose Pega platform and new application. You have chosen that. You will usually land in here. Now you can see in the list you have BCBS insurance. Frameworks will be listed in the first screen. So which one I want to choose? Continue there. So now if you click on continue here, which means that your application is going to get created on top of BCBS insurance, which is a framework type. If it is framework type only, it will come in the list. Implementation types will not be listed here by Pega. Okay, continue. Now see, during this time, you will see three different screens, three new screens in the wizard, which you have not seen before. Last time you were on the same wizard, no? Last time to this time, you will get three additional screens. Don't need to bother about anything. I will explain you. That's not important to note. But here, this is not something you have not seen in the past, right? It says that you have chosen, you want to build your application on top of BCBS insurance. Do you want to proceed with that build or you want to go back? What do I want to do? Click on blue button. Click on blue button. So blue button means you want to proceed creating your application on top of BCBS. You don't want to change it. You want to change it, go back and change. Okay, I'm giving a confirmation. This is a screen which you have not seen in the past, like last time. So case types are not available to clone. You don't know what is a case type as of now. We will practically do creating a case type after some time. Okay, manually we'll see how to create. What do you do here now? Just to continue. Similarly, it is saying there are no data types. Data types also you don't know, but you will be learning how to create data types after some time. This is the screen. Three additional screens you got. Confirmation screen about the application type you have chosen and case types and data types. That you just clicked on next like that. This screen you know now BCBS Auto Insurance. BCBS Auto Insurance. That's the name I am giving. BCBS Auto Insurance. Advanced configuration. Advanced. Just go to advanced configuration once again here also. So by default, Pega is choosing the application structure as implementation. Are we okay with that or not? So this time we are not going to change it because whatever I want to create, Pega has provided the same. Just for your understanding purpose, I have highlighted and given the screenshot. I did not change anything. But application ID, you see, BCBS Auto. What is the application ID of framework? BCBS INSU. So BCBS Auto is getting created on top of BCBS INS, isn't it? So bottom is BCBS Auto. Bottom to that is Pega platform. Pega platform, BCBS INSU. On top of it, BCBS Auto. That's how you'll get the structure. But organization again, a random. Remove random organization. Remove random org and choose. Last time I told you type it. But now what I am saying, choose existing organization BCBS. So that organization is common one for your framework and implementation. Keep this point in mind. So you are going to get a common organization for your framework as well as implementation. I will remove this. See in Pega PRPC, if you come across a text box with a thick blue color dot at the right bottom corner, it is a drop down. Place your cursor here. On your keyboard, you have 4 arrow marks. No, click the down arrow. To populate the existing list of values, you need to click on the down arrow on your keyboard. It will show in which do you have BCBS organization available. Choose BCBS. Choose what? And look at here now. You are going to get BCBS organization utilized this time. Last time created. And that is the organization, and BCBS Auto is application and worker. So these things again I will explain you later when we are discussing about classes. But for now, what did you do is you have chosen the existing organization. Other than that, nothing else you have done. Click on what? Save. Click on save. After you choose this, click on save. You are back to this screen. Just for reconfirmation, once again you go to advanced configuration and see implementation. BCBS chosen. I am good with everything that is available. Do what? Click on create application. Click on create application. Your implementation application gets created now. Create application. Again, see, it is asking, please provide login ID to log into implementation in email ID format. See, it is possible that one login ID can be used for different applications. Same login ID to log into different applications possible. That practice we will be learning soon later. Okay, in our future classes. Okay, that you'll see. But as of now, we'll give a different login ID for this. For this, developer operator ID for implementation application at the rate bcbs.com. Understand clear, everyone? So simply I'm giving like this. You can give anything of your wish. Add. Do what? Add. Login ID will be created and password will be generated. What would you do? Copy the credentials. Okay. And here you go now into Notepad somewhere. Now you are done. You are done with whatever you wanted to do on this. Click on done here. You got two applications. So log off from default application. Log off. So how do you log off? At the left bottom corner, you will see that log off. I logged off from the, I'm sorry. Here you don't see. I have logged off from administrator. Default credentials. So now we can log into FW and IMPL apps one after other. One after other. So first FW app. Do you remember the credentials of FW app? Yes, I remember that. Dev fw@bcbs.com. But I don't remember password because that is randomly generated password. No? That's the reason why I have asked you to copy that password. What if you forget to copy this password? Suppose for starting or sometime you forgot the password of the operator ID. I will tell you a solution how you can reset it. Only you should use that document when you forget. If you don't forget password, that document you should not be using. Understand? I'll share you the document also, which I. So now you can log into framework application. Okay, for me there is some issue, no problem. I will just show you once again. Dev fw @bcbs.com password something they have provided. No? Now it will take me in. No worries. So once you are in, it is going to ask you to change the password. So when you change the password, it will allow you inside. So for that also you need to remember the old password. Old password. New password I am giving as RULES, rules. I'm giving the new password as rules so that I can remember it easily. Click on change password. Then it will change password plus take you into FW app. Your FW app. Take you inside your FW app. If you give something wrong in the new and confirm, it will show on screen saying that password wrong. Just wait on this. You can close this pop-up window. You are there logged into your application BCBS Insurance, which is what? Framework application. You can see here, when I click on this, you see BCBS Insurance, and here also you have new application. Here also you have new application option. Okay, but I'm not going to do that. So this, the one what you got is for developer purpose. This is called App Studio. What is it called as? App Studio. There are certain studios available. I will tell you what studio is for what purpose. Maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, like that. But for now, so framework application you logged in, and if you want to observe something, I will tell you. Go to Dev Studio here. Dev Studio stands for Development Studio or Developer Studio. App Studio is also for developer only. And after that, okay, just wait, it is loading. Go to App Explorer, and here you see two applications. How many you see? Click on that just to observe. BCBS Insurance, below that Pega platform. That means by logging to BCBS Insurance, you have access to BCBS Insurance, plus you have access to Pega platform as well. Understand? That's the information point, not mandatory to follow. Just log off from framework. Just do what? Log off. So you just log off from framework and you come back here. For me, I have saved something in the cache. That's why I'm getting these things. Okay, now I can very well log into what? Now log into IMPL to see IMPL is there or not there. And what are the credentials? Password, I don't remember. devimpl@bcbs.com. devimpl@bcbs.com. That's the user ID. Password, whatever is generated, I have taken that password. Login. So when you click on, you will not get this type of error. Suppose if you get this type of errors, click on the link and try again. But for me, I should clear my cache once, then it will work fine. So okay, devimpl@bcbs.com. Password is this one. So now it is going to prompt me change the password. Default password, it will prompt always to change the default password. That's a default password. Change it to, again here also I'm going to use rules. Click on change password. Now you are again App Studio of which application? BCBS Auto Insurance. You see above in the top, what do you see? BCBS. In the application top, you can see here BCBS Auto Insurance. BCBS. You have logged into BCBS Auto Insurance. Now click on App Studio. Click on App Studio and choose Dev Studio and choose what? We need it because we need to go to Dev Studio first and work on there. App Studio and all we will use later. Dev Studio. So go to Dev Studio. So once you choose Dev Studio, once you go to Dev Studio will get loaded. So I did not tell you what is App Studio, what is Dev Studio, but for now you follow me. Just close this window. I don't need it. So go to App Explorer. Click on App Explorer. Click on App Explorer. It should load here something. Just give me 1 minute. I will minimize mine. So click on App Explorer. Click on App Explorer. On the left hand side, you'll see app, all these things, no? Data types, case types, app. Click on app. You'll see this and you see 3 applications. You see how many applications? That means by login to implementation application, you can access implementation, you can access framework, you can access Pega platform. All these you have access just for your information. This is how you can follow the navigations to create a new application. If you join a real-time project, you will be never doing this as a developer. Why you will never be doing this? You know, this will be done usually by your tech leads or some architects. At the initial stages of project, they will do all these things. Today, if you join a project, don't expect a requirement of creating new application. If you are doing any case study, practice purpose, you are creating something in sandbox somewhere, then you will do it in your home version and all. But in enterprise, I don't think so you'll get such requirement to be implemented. But we need to learn everything from the scratch. We are learning. Understand clear, everyone? Online students, any doubts about the practical that we have done so far? It's a navigations. Will you be able to do this practical by following the screenshot document that I have? If I share you this document, will you be able to do it or not?
Yes, sir.
This is how you will get practical screenshots every day. Don't miss the sessions simply as you get the document and all. This recorded video also will be shared.
All I have been following, but when I have created the devimpl password, devimpl@bcbs, I didn't get the password. It automatically came to home screen. I have clicked on done.
Clicked on done without entering the password. You did not click on add. You clicked on done. Don't do it parallelly in the class. Okay. But try to do it only after the class, whenever you get free time, following the document closely initially. Okay. Now for you did not get operator ID, right? You have to create operator ID manually. That's a completely different process. I'm not going to tell now. Ignore, no problem. Anyhow, we are not going to log into framework. Framework we can see from implementation. No problem, leave it. Now one point. What if you forgot password of your login ID? But you will not forget the password of this one, no?
No, I didn't forget.
No. I'm saying you may forget the password of the application ID that you have created, but you will not forget the password of this one, no? Administrator.
No. Install.
Credentials you will not forget, no? So log in here simply. You forgot you know the operator ID of your application, but you forgot password. Okay, now come here. Just simply I am just showing you. You need to do this only when you forget the password, otherwise not required. I will share a document of this navigations, whatever I am going to tell you now. Today I will share you, but don't use that document. Unless you forget password, don't use it. If you forget password, use it. Otherwise, keep it in your repository. Now go where? Records, organization, operator ID. It will list out all the operator IDs. So maybe I forgot the password for this operator. Suppose, okay. Click on the operator ID for which you forgot the password. It will open the operator ID. Go to security, update password. It won't ask you the old password. It won't ask you old password. Okay, just give whatever the new password you want. Rules and rules. Submit. Save. Done. That's it.
Okay.
Now you go back, you log off here, log in back using your operator ID and the new password, whatever you, it will work fine. Understand clear? This is how simply you can update the password. If you forget it, you can reset this way. So the document which I am going to share, that you should ignore that document. You should use it only when you forget. Otherwise, don't use it. Simply as I have shared, do not try it, not required. So any doubts or any questions? For today, we are done because we have only 6 more minutes. I don't want to take the time of that 6 minutes. Okay. So you can ask me if you have any doubts or any questions.
Yeah,
So
Varshal,
now, yes, please.
let us suppose like we have given the name of the company wrong, like BCBS, right? So we give it BCBC. So is that like once we have confirmed it save, is there any option that we can revert or change it back?
See, yes. See, if you want to modify the name of anything you created, you can modify the display name. IDs you cannot modify. Only thing is delete and create again. But remember this, every one of you, for next 1 month, till next 1 month, forget about deleting something. Don't ask me how to delete because you don't know complete Pega, right? You don't know dependencies. Dependencies you don't know, high level you don't try to delete. It won't work as you expect. So for some time, forget about delete. Suppose if you make any mistake in application creation, suppose you forgot to choose implementation framework option, you proceeded. There's no way you can change it. Leave that application, again log into administrator@pega.com. Create your own application with a different name. You are trying with BCBS, try with HDFC, what is there. So for a better thing, safe side, when you want to practice this in your laptop, do not create BCBS application. Create HDFC, ICICI, LIC like that. Just practice with your own names initially. You are comfortable understanding completely. You can create how many applications using this tool? Hundreds of applications, right? Log into administrator, create a framework LIC. Log into administrator, create an implementation on top of LIC. Done. Again log into, okay, try log into those applications, experience those applications, log off. Come back to administrator, create one more framework application called on top of Pega platform, HDFC insurance, and one implementation on top of HDFC insurance. Done. You are now comfortable, good hands-on is there. Then start creating BCBS. You won't make any mistakes. Okay. Making a mistake as of now, consider you cannot change, you cannot delete, leave it, log off and go with administrator, create a new application. That's it, with a different name. Same name you cannot use for 2 different applications. Same ID cannot be there for 2 students here, right? Right. Okay. So that's it from my end. And tomorrow there is no class. Day after tomorrow also there is no class. As I have informed on day 1. Okay, classes will run from Monday to Friday. So Saturday, Sunday, you can utilize it like for revision purpose. You can revise. So next to Friday onwards, your interviews will start. First mock interview will be next to Friday, Saturday. So that's how every Friday, Saturday, we will go with mock interviews. And as I have already requested every one of you, guided every one of you, you please complete your Pega installation by end of today or maybe by end of tomorrow. If you are trying to purchase a new laptop, then only you have time till Wednesday. Sunday, no one will be available from Harsha Trainings, including me, to assist you on installation kind of things. So you reach out to us on Monday. First, you try following the video. You fail, then come back to us. 99% you will succeed for sure. Okay, in the installation part. Okay. And the meeting link for Monday class is also same meeting link. For Monday also free link will work. But as a request that please complete your fees payment by today or tomorrow or max by Monday evening, worst case. Okay, generally. Okay, now. So if you already done, ignore my words. Okay, clear everyone? So Monday also same meeting link you can use. You don't need to expect us to share a new meeting link. So 8 o'clock sharp class will begin. Please be available 1 or 2 minutes before itself. I think you are coming at the earliest. Okay. So thank you for joining. We will continue on Monday. 2 days you try to revise everything. If you are strong enough to understand the fundamentals, then going forward you'll find it easy. You know what will happen? After 15 days, you'll forget all these things. These navigations you cannot remember so easily, but you never try hard to remember those navigations because you do 3-4 times, you'll automatically remember. When you see the PRPC screen, automatically your hand will move here and there. Okay. Never try hard to remember these navigations, but experience to do these navigations, maybe 3 to 4 times, creating so many practice applications. Automatically your brain starts recording that. Okay. Clear everyone? So I'm going to close the meeting now. Thank you for joining. We will be sharing you this practical document and class running notes document, password changing. Just like that, we are going to share that document also. So if any one of you are looking for details about downloading and installation video, reach out to admins, they will give you. Okay, what is admin number? So WhatsApp message on this number for any material related things, for anything related to software download or software installation like that. Okay. Okay. Thank you for joining everyone. I'm going to close the meeting. We'll continue on Monday. Happy weekend, but revise on Saturday. Okay. Enjoy Sunday. Okay. Saturday, 1 hour or 1.5 hour, sit for a revision, and Sunday you enjoy. No worries. Okay. Now, thank you.